Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to your next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. I have to tell you, I've been enjoying myself too much. I think it's almost a crime. You know, when I had my awakening many, many years ago, I had no idea it would be what it is. I've seen in pictures and I've heard in stories, or I've looked at people doing their own spiritual journey, and I've always wondered, like, oh, that's so much for losers. I mean, I used to think that anyone who came into anything spiritual was just escaping reality, only to find myself in my own spiritual awakening, recognizing I'm face on with my reality. And the most important thing is for me to be so present and to be so aware of what I'm thinking and feeling. And I'll tell you, one of the biggest things that happened to me when I came into my awakening is that I now have grown into realizing my every thought has a consequence. Wow. My every thought carries a consequence in my life. And after I came to know that, I became so mindful if I should think what I'm thinking, or if I'm going to say what I should say. And I've gotten so much better at it. I'm not 100%, that's for sure, but I'm very present that I will not give sorrow to someone, especially when I know what the soul is going through. To be very present in that affair is vital, especially in the world today. When you look at what's going on globally, maybe just internally, your own inner war might be contributing to the wars that we're seeing in the world, isn't it? Think of it. If I'm struggling and fighting on the inside, isn't that vibration spreading somewhere to somebody who has the power to initiate a fight on the outside to really get me to see myself with what I'm going through? Nobody likes to witness war. It's an uncomfortable and an unsettling present day moment. And there's a consequence to it, no doubt. There is a price to pay for initiating sorrow and pain on others, something that they will carry within the soul for a very, very long time. And that pain and suffering will not allow you or me to ever be present. Even if you watch it on the news and you feel the suffering of what they're going through, you've just walked away with an image in your mind that will make you feel hopeless or disheartened or afraid. And it will never allow you to be present, to use God's love to make your moment into a present, a gift for others. But anyway, I just want to share with you just a little bit of the last few days. We had our brother Mrityunjaya, who is the additional Secretary General of the Brahma Kumaris from Mount Abu, India, and he just happened to pass through for a few days, and we enjoyed him thoroughly. Our friends that are staying with us for 2 weeks, Dust of Soul, was kind enough to put together this video. And by the way, I'll be interviewing them soon, so please look out for them coming up to our next show coming up. And also, there will be at the Meditation Museum on Saturday, what is tomorrow's date? June 21st. And if you happen to be in the Washington metropolitan area, please feel free to go onto the Meditation Museum site. Santosh, could we show everyone the amount of fun we were having for the last 3 days? And though I'm not allowing you to be present because I'm taking you into our past, but for you, it's a present moment because you don't know what we've been up to for the past 3 days. So just take a look. Enjoy.
It is time to go home, to go home.
come, all of you. Come here.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
it.
you. Congratulations.
Time to go back into your heart. It is your strongest hold. Where love has wings, no more searching, no more wrong. Time to go home. You are the light, you are the love. Welcome home. Every breath a sacred sign, merging with the endless sky, full of light in your heart. It is time to go
Love that. So now you know what we were up to for the past few days. And again, because we were so present for those days, you could see the joy and the gifts that came. Sometimes you might realize that, have you ever been in a family reunion and everyone is happy and one person is miserable in the corner? Or two people are miserable in the corner and they're like blah blah blah, like talking about you or judging you, and you can see their faces look like that. They're not enjoying the moment that the universe has given them as a gift. So when it comes to being present, it's the accessing of God's love into you so that you can contribute and donate what is needed in the atmosphere. But if there's something that you're holding on to from your past, it's pulling you from appreciating what it is that you can contribute. Let me give you an example. Let's say somebody comes into the kitchen and is yelling and screaming at you, and you were in a good mood, for example, okay? Then all of a sudden, you might get a reaction from their negativity. And what you don't know, and underline what I'm about to say to you, if you take on their sorrow, you are actually tapping into the sorrow in the soul of many, many lives. It is not just the sorrow of that moment with that person. And when you go into that world, it just creates so much of a war, disheartenment, distress, frustration, chaos. You start to allow yourself to break up so much into many pieces that you don't see that there might be something beautiful in the moment that you could have learned. Let's replay that scene now. You walk into the kitchen, the person screams at you, you're present, means you're in a good mood, you're in connection with the divine, with Baba, you're working on yourself, you're churning. I am this soul playing this part of an angel. I'm here to give love and power to the world. Let's say you're being present, so you're bringing all the best of yourself forward, right? So you walk in the kitchen, they're screaming at you, you pull back a little bit, you're present. What's wrong? What's the matter? What can I do? Can I help? Are you under a little pressure? You're present because that's who you are. You're bringing gifts into a space. And so even though their vibration or their reaction was negative to you, and you decide to come with love and dignity and respect, you are tapped into your many, many lives of when you've been successful with love and power and peace. And so every time you're present, you are supporting all the positive vibrations that you have been carrying in your many, many lives. And that's why being present becomes a gift to so many people. And so why I thought it was important, Divya had actually asked me this morning, could you do something, sister, on being present? Many times we're caught somewhere in our minds, something we don't even know. There's the past of past lives. That's the most important interference. It's recorded in the soul. It's in your sanskar. There's the past of your losing someone through death. There was just a tragic airplane accident with Air India. 270 people left the roles they were playing instantly. So then those souls, the families, are in sorrow, and as their souls are trying to move on, they're feeling the sorrow, so they're being pulled into that dimension. So then at a personal human level, sometimes when we don't allow ourselves to be present, we have to check what is pulling my attention from appreciating the beauty of my life. So it could be a past birth where you've lost a loved one unexpectedly. That feeling is still pulling you. It could be maybe a choice that you made that gave sorrow to someone, and that sorrow is still recorded in that person's soul. And so let's take a look at it. Let's say that I'm very nasty and rude to you on air. You carry that emotion and feeling of me for 6 months. Oh, I don't want to, that's Sister Jenna, her, she's this, she's that. Subtly that vibration is coming towards me. And so that vibration also is pulling me into sorrow, it's not making me present. Something that I need to do mentally and emotionally to fix this account is trying to pull my attention, but instead of having good wishes and pure feelings, instead of performing a lot of charity, giving makes you very present, instead of having yoga with God, the Supreme Soul, for purification, I feel trapped in this cage of sorrow or this cage of distraction, or I'm trapped in a cage of sensitivity that I just cannot handle anything out of place. I get really troubled. And so I never really appreciate all the good that's happening. So if I do practice good wishes and pure feelings, so let's say I'm getting thoughts in my mind, like it feels like a psychic omen, like a shadow vibration over me. I can't see it clearly. I don't know what I did, but I feel there's a heaviness that pulls my subconscious into a world that's very gray. And you might have a conversation going on in there, but it doesn't really make sense. It might be, I'm not so good, I wish I was better. Look at how she's doing. She has it all. My life is such a hell. You don't know what the thoughts are because you're not that present, but the vibration of those thoughts are keeping you in a very, very low vibration, very low frequency of energy. You're in this body conscious state that doesn't have you connected to the divine or to your better self. So good wishes and pure feelings. Talk to the thought. Talk to the vibration. I remembered once I was ironing my sari many, many years ago. And I could feel like something was over me, like I've done something not so nice to certain people. I don't know who they were. I couldn't remember their names or face. It wasn't of this lifetime. It was of a previous lifetime. And as I was ironing, because now I have spiritual knowledge, I understand what's going on in my life. In my mind, I'm just saying, I'm so sorry, whatever I did. If I had known better, I would have done better. Please, you have to let me go. I didn't know better. And so you have to talk to yourself like this, because it's not always someone doing something to you. Sometimes you have done things to others that have given them sorrow, traumatized them maybe. And so that is one aspect, good wishes, pure feelings. The second one, charity. You have to keep giving. You have to. You have to keep looking for wherever you can help someone. You can help someone with a smile. You can walk on the ground and see a paper and you helped your city. You took it and you put it in the garbage can. You helped them. One of the sisters with me, Sister Rashmi, wherever we go, she has blessing cards she'll give to someone. Sometimes she'll say, I'm going to give blessing. I says, no, don't give. She goes and she gives the blessing card. There was a guy having an argument in an Amazon truck. It was in front of the Meditation Museum. You could see he was arguing by his body language and his gestures. She says, I'm going to give him a blessing card. I says, don't go out there and give this brother a blessing card. I'm going to give him, he needs a blessing. And because her intentions are good, I watched her go out and give this guy while he's in the middle of, and I tell you, and he's going on. And she says, hi, I'm from the museum. Here's a blessing card. And he just stopped. And you look, grabbed it. Thank you. And you saw his whole face changed. And then they started talking and he's on the phone, hold on. And he's talking to her and they're having a wonderful conversation. She made him present. He must have been lost in some other argument with someone, I don't know, but it became a present moment for him to take this gift. He took the time. So being present is really important because it'll bring your presence for you. So let's take just a moment of silence together, shall we? Take a breath. Become very, very present. Be here, be now, and just go behind your eye. Talk to the soul. Hello, soul. It's so good to connect with you. I've found on so many occasions I'm so outside of myself. But for now I'm here for you. I know who you are. I know that love is your foundation and purity is your power. I'm present in that. That's our moment. This is who you are, soul. That soul that's sitting inside of the body. You are love and you are pure. I'm present to that. And I will practice being present to that for the whole day. Gotta keep talking to yourself like that. The whole world has its energy and vibration trying to distract you. It's so easy to make a judgment on someone. It's so easy to be unkind. But not for today. Be in the moment. Bring your best as much as you can. Okay, take a breath in, breathe out. Lovely. Let's go to our awakened intelligence and see if they have any words of insight for us to look into. How to be present in the moment and enjoy life. It's a practice. It's about learning to tune into your experiences more fully without reaction or judgment. So let's look at some of their tips. Slow down. Very important, especially for Americans. Do less, more intentionally. Avoid multitasking. When you eat, just eat. When you walk, just walk. Number 2, practice mindfulness. Mindful breathing. Take 1 or 2 minutes a few times a day. Just notice your breath. Number 3, limit distractions. Number 4, engage your senses. And sometimes people are so detached, they're not even able to taste the food. You know, sometimes we're so busy walking and moving around that we're walking and eating, so we don't even enjoy the food. So sometimes just engage in your senses. Let go of judgment. Notice your thoughts without labeling them as good or bad. That's a good one. 6, be grateful. Have gratitude. Pause to notice what's good. Start or end the day listing 3 things that you're thankful for. That's a good one. 7, connect deeply. Be fully with others. When you're with them, be with them. Listen without planning your response. Even brief and genuine interactions can increase your joy and presence. That is such an important practice, to really be with people. Very valuable. Do things that will light you up. Beautiful. Number 9, accept the moment as it is. Ask, can I be with this moment just as it is? It helps reduce resistance and brings a sense of peace, even if it's a challenge. Wonderful. Great stuff, huh? So as we move into the Sister Gita effect, now you have an idea of how to practice being very, very present, how to be able to bring the best of yourself forward. Let's go to our beautiful, the Sister Gita effect. Wonderful angel.
Offer up your flaws to the surgeon, the supreme surgeon, for a spiritual operation, as well as being our father, mother, teacher, and friend. God is also the surgeon who specializes in removing those things that make us feel bad and sad. He is a technically advanced surgeon because he does not remove by cutting out, but by dissolving. It is like leaving a piece of ice in the sun. It just dissolves. It is that easy. However, for such a dissolving to happen easily, you must make a profound decision. You must offer up the blockage and decide honestly that you do not want it anymore. For example, the resentment that has lasted for years, the critical, judgmental nature that alienates so many, the constant fearfulness that cripples all your initiative. Operations are not usually pleasant, but when we have the anesthesia and trust in the surgeon, they're not uncomfortable. This anesthetic of divine love and trust in the surgeon's skilled and gentle hand overcomes your hesitation. The operation done, you can move forward. There may be a little pain in the form of fear, and old needs may re-emerge, but the operation has been successful even if some attention is still needed. So, the surgeon is here. Offer whatever flaw it may be to the Supreme Surgeon. The anesthesia is, I am a soul. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much, Sister Gita, Baba's angel, the love of our lives. So, Meenakshi, great session for you, Sister Jenna. And she happens to be in studio this morning. Hi. And we have Dust of Soul is here. Be with your vibration to feel your, what? Be with your vibration to feel your abundance. Dust of Soul in the house. That's a good one. That's a deep one. Hi, Yukti. Hi, Babita. Her energy is so calm and like a warm hug for the soul. Thank you, Babita. Suman, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Suraj, Salman, Kailash, Sangeeta, Rajasthani, Om Shanti. No matter how busy life gets, videos like these bring me home to myself. Amit, Om Shanti, and Angela, this message resonates so much. Thank you. Luciana, the most nice family. Thanks, Luciana. Savi, Gunju, Rakesh, Darlene. Wow, I felt the song and it brought tears. So beautiful and angelic. That's Dust of Soul, by the way. So you can look them up online, Darlene. Sandeep and Raju, Jyoti, Sunil, Rakesh, Lilawati. Thank you so much for being a blessing in my life. Love you. Me too. I love you too. Hi, Dinesh. Om Shanti, everyone. Neha, Shobha. Annette, always nice to see you, Annette. Hope everything is going great for you. Always you have my blessings and good wishes. Hi, Indu and Nirmala. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us on the next normal. Just practice, just to find the good that's in your life. Look for what's good. You'll be very, very present. Keep doing charity. Keep practicing good wishes and pure feelings to break away from these past thoughts that are interfering in your present moment. And don't forget, deepen your connection and love for God. It'll take you a long way. Take care, be happy, be present. Om Shanti.